Good morning, Lesley, and good morning, everyone. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified of future videos. Welcome to my designer and associate coach, Lesley Myrick, for my Profit Insider program. This is a good topic because this is a lot of the reasons why people apply to our Profit Insider group coaching program.
Yeah.
Because they can't figure out, like, is it time for me to level up? Is it not time for me to level up? How do I know? What if I want to stay small? What if I want to grow bigger? Like, who do I hire first? Or what do I reduce in my expenses? And there's always all kinds of questions. So this was a good topic, like when to scale your business, 3 signs that you should try to level up in some form or fashion. So let's talk about the first one, Lesley. Consistent profit margin. What do you do within your own business? What are you looking for?
So I know a lot of designers, when we're talking about selling goods, do not charge enough, do not have enough of a margin on their products. They're like, oh, we know we do cost plus 20%. You are never going to be able to uplevel your business if you are doing cost plus 20%. That is just not enough to sustain a business. And so for me, I am looking, ideally 40 to 60% margin on goods plus our design time. And that usually averages out to a pretty healthy profit margin, enough in the bank that I've got a good operating budget. I've got a few months worth of expenses in there. I'm not feeling like I'm paycheck to paycheck or month to month kind of thing. And that's really important. And the consistency, I love that you brought that word in, consistent profit margins. Having a great month once is awesome, but you need to make sure you've got systems baked into place that ensure that you are consistently earning enough to start filling your bank account, and not in like a, hoard your cash way. And we know we've got designers that definitely hold on to everything and are afraid to spend.
Yes.
But you should have a few months of expenses in the bank. You shouldn't be feeling like you're desperate for the next payment to come in, or that you're sort of chasing after money, because that really is a sign that you're not consistent, you're not earning enough, and it really isn't time to expand or up level until you can get that baseline financial stuff really improved.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. The first meeting I have with a Profit Insider, once they're in the program or any of my one-on-ones, even, the first thing we do is go over their pricing structure,
Mhm.
right? Paid consult, design time, project management time, plus margin on furnishings is what you can get as a designer. And if you're doing it right, and I'm not saying you can do it hourly, flat fee, square, I don't care how you do it. I do care. But if your profit margin is consistent at a certain level,
Yeah.
now we have to start looking at what levers, as Megan Daly, the financial, my virtual CFO always says, what lever can you pull to level up? Can you increase your prices? Can you reduce expenses? Do you bring on an employee that then takes on some of the work that you can is billable and you're paying them less and you're billing more? Do you raise your profit margin on your furnishings? Do you source better at places that you get a larger discount so you increase your profit margin?
Yep.
So there's all these ways to become profitable. And once you're steadily have your systems, like you said, consistent, your profit margin should start to get consistent. And then we go into, okay, are you feeling overwhelmed all the time or very frequently? It's another sign that it might be time to level up, change your process procedures. It might be automation. It might be a staff member. It might be a virtual assistant. There's so many ways to level up. I don't want people to think it's only one way.
Yeah.
You can be a solopreneur and level up, right? You can be a solopreneur and level up by increasing your staff, or you can level up by all these other levers I talked about before, right? So if you're often overwhelmed, you're working weekends, you're working nights, you're juggling your kids or your grandkids or your spouse and your personal life, and it's not feeling joyful at all anymore, even some of the time, it might be time to kind of relook at what you're doing, because that
Mhm.
means you're probably feeling overwhelmed all the time.
And that's often a sign you're undercharging. And it's a scary thing to do, is to raise your rates. And what it does is it's going to get rid of people. It's going to get rid of clients that are not ready to pay that, which there can be that fear mentality. But
Yeah.
if you can be making the same or more money with fewer, better clients that are taking less of your time and energy, that is such an up level. Like that is something that takes you to the next level without
Every time.
staffing changes, without a lot. It's just, hey, you know, we were here. Now we're here. You know that some people are going to fall away, and that leaves you with fewer, better. I'm a big fan of fewer, better. I think that's a great
Yeah.
mantra for business.
Right. And I always say there's no joy in being the cheapest in the market. There's no joy in being even in the middle of the pack. The joy is being the most exclusive, priced luxury level, that if that's what you're looking for in your firm and you want to be luxury level, then price yourself right, be
Mhm.
patient for the right client. And when they come along, you'll be making more money on that job. So less
Yep.
clients, more money is the way I teach, right? I
Yeah.
want you to have a manageable client load, and every single client is between 40 and 60% profitability, and you're priced right, and your expenses are in line, and all of that comes together to
Yeah.
create a very profitable business, right? So
Mm.
the other thing, and the third thing we want to talk about is I have people who have 25 clients in their pipeline and not enough staff to handle it. And I'm like, okay, that's called an overflow of clients.
Yeah.
You're saying yes when you should be saying no, or you should be saying, I need to hold off for a month or two. I can start your job in the future. So that's also another sign that you need to level up, in the sense you need to get your process and procedures in place and understand how many clients you can take at any given time. And again,
Mhm.
it goes back to pricing, because I'll tell you, everyone says, yes, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it, because they're always afraid they're not going to have enough money. And they're afraid the client's not going to wait for them. But often that's not the case if you just present it well and are confident. So these are all signs that you need to level up. If you're making a consistent profit margin, and you are consistently overwhelmed, and you have an overflow of clients, that is one sign, three signs that you should level up. There's plenty of other signs that you might not be running a profitable business. You might not be running it well. These are just three of the many signs that people join Profit Insiders for,
Yeah.
right? But they also join when they are not ready to level up, in the sense they may not want to go for a different type of client, or they may not want to create a huge firm, but they need to level up in their understanding of their own business.
Yeah. They need to get everything in place to, at some point, get to that next level.
Right. Because you can't just get to that level by making a decision alone. Then you have to take action to get there. Right. So if you guys are struggling growing your business, we're opening up our next Profit Insider group when are we opening it up?
May, I believe.
May. We have early applications going on now. We literally opened them up this morning, and I have 2 people on my calendar already. So
Love it.
it's wonderful when you're ready to organize your business in a way that you're proud of. You would want to make the money that you expected to make when you started your own business, to support your life or to support hobbies or whatever you wanted to support. Let us know, because it's time for you to not keep waiting. It actually makes me really sad, Lesley, when people go, I don't think I have the money right now, so I'm going to wait till your next group opens. And I'm like, do you realize by the time the next group opens, you're wasting 3, 4, 5 months of, you could be at that level already,
Yeah.
right? Because in the first meeting, we talk about what do you want for your design firm, and how do you get there? And we lay that plan out for the year. And the goal is always to double or triple their income during the year of Profit Insiders. And the success is ridiculous. Like, what did we have? One quintupled the profit.
Quintupled her profit.
I can't even remember the word.
That's like a fake number. That's like a bajillion. I bajillioned my profit. Like, it's incredible to hear those kind of results.
Right. But think about it. If somebody came to me, and I'm not saying this person did, but if they came to me, because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, if they came to me that they made $20,000 net for the year, for their whole business, which is common. It's
Yeah.
common. I mean, we get Profit Insiders who are making 0 all the way up to 100 and something thousand, but their goal is always the same, the double or triple their income. So even if this person was making $20,000 a year and they quintupled it, they hit the $100,000
$100,000. That's
in profit.
massive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. It's hard work, it's consistency. So the three of many signs that you should level up are: you're making a consistent profit margin, but it's probably lower than you should be doing.
Mhm.
You're frequently overwhelmed, not feeling joyful in your business ever. Now, listen, the reality is we don't always feel joyful in our business. There are times we like what we do, and then there's the businessy things that you don't always like, right? That's normal. But I'm talking overwhelm, like you can't stop moving, you can't sleep. Sometimes, the clients'
Yeah.
projects are racing around your head. And then, of course, if you have an overflow of clients because you're saying yes to everyone, that is a sign that it's probably time to level up in your pricing, in your ideal client, possibly in your branding, in your process, in your technology, your mindset. I mean, sales, marketing, it hits everything when it's time to level up. Did I miss anything in this conversation?
I think you nailed it. It's one of those things that I think sometimes we think of level up as higher, but there's so much more you can be doing. Some designers want to grow and have a firm of 10 people in this big situation. I'm one that I like being solo with a really small, lean team. Like that is my goal. So
Yes.
leveling up for some designers looks different than others. But what you teach in Profit Insiders is very personalized and works for the different designers where they are. I mean, leveling up is going to look different for someone who wants 25 projects and wants a team of 8 or 10 people. It's going
Yes.
to look different for someone like me who my focus would be more on profit margins and fewer better. I mean, there's different ways to level up. And I hope people can see that this isn't just you got to hire, because you don't. You can still be a thriving, profitable firm at whatever size, but you need to have all these things in place. You need to have these consistent profit margins. You need to avoid overwhelm by spacing out your projects. You need to say no to projects that are not going to be profitable and joyful.
Yeah, and you need to be able to tell a client, I have a pipeline right now, and I'm not available for you until April or May, but we'll have the initial consultation. We'll get it set up to a certain point, and then we'll continue. A lot of clients, if they want you,
Mhm.
they have waited for how long to do their design project? They're willing to wait another month or two often, but fear fear is what holds everybody back. And I will
Yeah.
tell you that is one of the biggest things we work on in the program is people's mindset, their fear, and getting them to realize they can run their business however they want.
Yes.
However they want, which is what you were saying. You can run your business however you want. We help them make sure however you want to run your business, that it's profitable. Otherwise,
Yes.
why run a business? Okay. So, all right, everyone, if you're watching live or on replay and you are in any of these situations where you're like, I just not making enough money. I'm feeling some of these things. I feel overwhelmed. I'm not feeling joyful. I feel overwhelmed with number of clients, or I'm not making a consistent margin, or I'm making a consistent margin, but it's not high enough.
Mhm.
These are all reasons why I don't want you to wait another year. Why would you wait another year not to be profitable? So if you click the link, you fill out the application. It's a no cost and no obligation application. You tell me what you're struggling with. And if you'd like to be a Profit Insider in our next group starting in May, I will meet with you. I will go over your application. I'll let you know if I think you're a good fit. If you're not a good fit, I will tell you, because we don't want people in the program that aren't going to, benefit from it, quite frankly, and they may not be ready to do the work. So I talk to you, I figure that out, and we go from there. And the first 3 applications that get into the program get an extra one-on-one with me.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's a huge value. And it's at like the second half of the program. So I meet with everybody who gets into the program for the first one-on-one, 45 minutes. And then the first 3 people in get an extra 45 minutes. So if you're even on the fence, fill out the application, get on my calendar, and let's have a chat and see if it's a good fit for you. All right. And then you'll get Lesley and I as a team coaching you in Profit Insiders group coaching program. I love it.
Me too.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite program that I offer because of the success everybody has. So, all right, everyone, go have a great Thursday. And Lesley and I will see you next week. Bye,
Sounds
everyone.
good. Bye, everyone.